Good afternoon, everyone. We will begin our commencement ceremony by listening to the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by Theron LePage, a music education major and Reynolds Scholar.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Theron. Please be seated. At Missouri State University, we are very proud of our many outstanding programs. One such program is our music department, where many talented and dedicated students study and train. It is our pleasure to have the Missouri State University Jazz Ensemble 1, conducted by Randy Ham, with us today. I invite you to enjoy the sounds of the Jazz Ensemble as they entertain us with Mr. Phone Bone by Bob Mentzer. Randy? Thank you, and welcome to Commencement. Missouri State University observes 2 commencement periods during the year. The spring commencement is held in mid-May, and the fall commencement occurs at the end of the fall semester in December. This is one of 3 such programs today. Because of the large number of graduates, we are conferring graduate and bachelor's degrees in the Darr College of Agriculture, the College of Business, and the Interdisciplinary Academic Programs majors at this ceremony. We have conferred or will confer the graduate and bachelor degrees to the students in the other colleges today at the other ceremonies. We will also be conferring our first Doctorate of Defense and Strategic Studies degree at a ceremony held today in Fairfax, Virginia. Over the course of the ceremonies held today, I'm pleased to announce that we will be awarding 2,880 total degrees. 2,880 total degrees. Of that total, 2,083 are undergraduate degrees and 797 are graduate degrees. The Missouri State University faculty and staff are proud to recognize members of this graduating class who have distinguished themselves by their academic achievement and leadership and who have earned academic or performance scholarships. Funding for many of these scholarships is made possible by alumni and friends of the university, and we thank them for their support and generosity. Several governors of the university are on the platform today. Members of the Board of Governors are appointed by the Governor of the State of Missouri and approved by the State Senate. They serve 6-year terms and carry the responsibilities set forth in statute as the policy-making arm of the institution. We also have a student representative on the Board of Governors who serves a 2-year term. We're grateful to the governors for the time they take from their schedules and give to the university, and we are pleased that several can be with us today to take part in commencement. I will now introduce the platform party. They will stand as their names are called, and I would ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. In the second row, beginning at my right, your left, Neosha Mackey, Emeritus Dean of Library Services, who will be reading names of graduates. Briar Douglas, a graduate student from Hannibal and our student member of the Board of Governors, who graduated earlier today. Rebecca Newman, a student from Troy, Illinois, and your senior class president. Dr. Anson Elliott, Emeritus Dean of the Darr College of Agriculture and member of the Board of Governors. Ann Campeter, a philanthropist from Centerton and member of the Board of Governors. Kathleen Haynes, Chair of the University Staff Senate. Dr. Michael Hudson, Chair of the University Faculty Senate. Dr. Pauline Nugent, Professor of Modern and Classical Languages, who will be reading names of graduates. In the front row, beginning at my right, your left, Chris Waters, businessman from Kansas City and member of the Board of Governors. Amy Counts, businesswoman from St. Louis and member of the Board of Governors. Dr. Jim Baker, Vice President for Community and Global Partnerships, and your commencement speaker for this ceremony. Dr. Frank Einhellig, University Provost, and Brent Dunn, Vice President for University Advancement. Please help me recognize the platform party. Good. The faculty and administrators have led in the educational process for our graduates. Many of these people are present today and seated at both my right and left. I request that they now stand and that you also recognize them with your applause for their contributions. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Jim Baker. Dr. Baker is Vice President for Community and Global Partnerships at the university. Units reporting to him include the Office of China Programs, Office of Research Administration, Broadcast Services, including Ozarks Public Television and KSMU Radio, the Roy Blunt Jordan Valley Innovation Center, the Robert D. Plaster Center for Free Enterprise and Business Development. Dr. Baker is also involved in developing Idea Commons, the university's urban innovation park located in Springfield's Center City, north of the square. Dr. Baker currently serves on the boards of the Missouri Technology Corporation and Springfield Innovation, Inc. In September of 2012, Dr. Baker received the China National Friendship Award. This award is the highest honor the Chinese government confers to foreign experts who have made contributions to China. Dr. Baker received his BA in Sociology and his Master's in Public Administration degrees from Boise State University. He received his PhD in Education for the University of Idaho. Dr. Baker is retiring next month after serving at the university in many capacities for the last 29 years. Please help welcome Dr. Jim Baker to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's really quite an honor for me to be here today, and as President Smart indicated, I'll be retiring after 29 years here at the university. This is really part of his strategy to make me work every day until June 30. So he's not going to give me too much of a break. So I figured out what your strategy is on this. So, but it is really, truly an honor for me to be here today to address all of you. Before I get to my prepared remarks, a couple of things. The last few days, my office is in Carrington Hall. And so I love to go for walks on campus. There's nothing better than going for a walk on the Missouri State campus. And during the past week, I've seen literally dozens and dozens of students, their friends, their parents, all taking pictures at the bears and doing all these different things. And it really struck me as I was thinking about it, how exciting this time is for the students that are graduating and for the families of those graduates. And so when I say that congratulations, I really mean that from the deepest part of my heart, because I think you guys have worked really hard and you deserve all of the good things that are going to happen to you in the future. The second thing that happened that's not on my script, and I will get back to the script, otherwise we'll be here for many hours. The second thing is I started thinking about, I talked to a friend, and they were talking about all the issues that have come up about COVID. COVID has really been a big problem, obviously, for a couple of years. And so one of the things that we really want our students to do is we want you to be nimble, to be innovative, to be creative, to try to do problem solving, to be critical thinkers. And for the last 2 years, especially 2019, 2020, and 21, all of you have had to do that many times over. And I've been really super impressed with the faculty, the staff, and especially how flexible the students have been. You guys take some classes online, some classes here, and you've had a lot of great patience. President Smart always talks about having grace, and I think a lot of you have shown grace, and for that I really appreciate it. Now I'll get back to my real remarks that I had prepared for today. As you prepare for life after university, you'll be faced with multiple decisions about what comes next. In the coming months and years, you'll have to make many career and life decisions. Some of those decisions will be rather easy. Some of them will be very difficult. And so you're going to have a lot of decisions to make after you leave here today. Your studies at Missouri State have prepared you to face the future head on. You've acquired and developed critical thinking and life skills that will enable you to move forward to the next stages of your life with confidence. These skills will be especially important as you navigate the post-COVID world. Right now, there's a lot of things going on in the world, and especially in the United States. I think all of you are going to be really well prepared to get out and attack it and really benefit and thrive in the environments. And so I wish all of you really great luck when it comes to that. The importance of critical thinking and other skills learned in college cannot be overstated. I recall vividly 29 years ago when I made a major career decision to leave my job at Boise State University. I had a great job. I loved to go skiing. I loved to fly fish. I had all the good qualities of life. And I was in my mid-40s, and there was something missing. I felt I needed more of a challenge at work. I needed to make a change. And so I ended up taking a job as the assistant to the president of what was then Southwest Missouri State University. I was really happy with my job at Boise State, but I really wanted a new challenge. It was a difficult decision, but one that I've never regretted. Many of you will face these types of decisions. Just because you're getting through college today and then you turn 25, 30, 40, whatever your age, you'll still have these kinds of career decisions that you'll have to make. So I think you can draw on your university experiences to make good, solid decisions. For those of you that have calculators, when I said that I came here in my mid-40s, and that was 29 years ago, you can probably figure out that I'm getting pretty old. So, but I want to save you all the calculations that you have to make. But while I've been here at Missouri State, I've had really the great fortune of working with incredibly talented faculty and staff. And what I have to, I think the most important and most gratifying thing for me, though, at work is that I get to work with a lot of students, particularly international students, and to see people become successful is the greatest joy in my life. I really do like to watch people learn, become successful, and go on and have great careers. So it's really been a true blessing for me to work at the university. It's not really a job, it's a blessing. During my career, I followed some very basic principles, and like all good commencement speeches, I've got to give you 4 or 5 takeaways, otherwise it's not a commencement speech, I guess, so I've got 5. But my first guiding principle that I try to follow every day is to have passion for what I do. Working at Missouri State, to me, as I said before, is a true blessing. I love coming to work each day. My job is really highly rewarding and allows me to pursue my passion of helping others, including coworkers and students, to achieve their goals. To me, there's nothing more important and fulfilling than seeing our students develop their academic and life skills and becoming successful. I can honestly say that working with students fuels my passion for my job today as much as it did when I arrived here 29 years ago. I've not lost a bit of my passion, and it's really because of the students. The job sometimes is a little difficult, but there's always the reward of watching a student as they learn and go out and become successful. My second guiding principle is to model ethical leadership for all the staff that work in my division. Ethical leadership is leadership that is directed by respect for ethical beliefs and values and for the dignity and rights of others. Trust, honesty, civility, and integrity are all key elements in ethical leadership. I highly value intellectual honesty and working with people of high integrity. To me, ethical leadership is an essential principle of good management. My third guiding principle is to be open to a variety of viewpoints. That means being an active and careful listener. I've found that listening is often a challenge, so I have to work really hard to ensure that I pay close attention to what people are saying. Active listening is an excellent way to show others that you respect what they're saying, even in those instances where you don't necessarily agree with them. Fourth, I appreciate and embrace the concept of cultural competence, and I recognize the importance of diversity. I've been extremely fortunate to be in charge of our international programs. My understanding of the world has been greatly enriched by my interactions with students and colleagues from many, many countries. At Missouri State, we have students from more than 90 countries, so we literally have much of the world at our fingertips. I really become excited by traveling to new places and learning about new cultures. There's nothing quite like it, so my advice to you is to travel as much as possible and to learn as much as you can about other countries and other cultures. Finally, my fifth guiding principle is humility. Confucius, the Chinese philosopher and educator, believed that humility is the solid foundation for all virtues, all virtues. I sometimes fail at that, and I always think of the country and western song by Mac Davis, who said it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. And so you have to really try to tone that down a bit and try to be humble as much as possible. My goal is to always be humble and thankful for all the good things that have happened in my life. I've been extremely fortunate to have received a good education, to have had a good career. My good fortune has always kept me aware and mindful of the passage in Luke 12 in the Bible, which states, "From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be required." In closing, you've received an excellent education at Missouri State. It's my hope that you will accept the challenge to combine your academic skills that you acquired while you're at the university with a values-based commitment to better serve yourself, your family, your community, and society in general. Thank you for your attention today, and once again, congratulations on a wonderful day.
The Army Reserve Officers Training Corps has been a cooperative partner in the university's educational program for more than 60 years. Today, 14 students were commissioned as second lieutenants to the United States Army at a ceremony held in Plaster Student Union. We wish them well in their future careers. The veterans and military members living, working, and receiving their education at Missouri State University are a valued and vital component of our campus community. We recognize and honor their sacrifices and the sacrifices of their families and value their life experiences as they broaden the diversity of our faculty, staff, and student body. As such, students graduating from the university who serve, have served, or will be serving after graduation in the United States Armed Forces have been invited to wear red, white, and blue honor cord at today's ceremony in recognition of their service to America. I now invite these individuals to stand and be recognized. Missouri State University also has long-standing academic relationships with many educational institutions in China. Liaoning Normal University and Missouri State University created the LNU-MSU College of International Business 22 years ago, which is located in Dalian, China. After earning an AA degree in Dalian, students are eligible to transfer to the Springfield campus of Missouri State, where a majority work towards their bachelor's degree in the College of Business. Many of these students continue at the university in pursuit of a master's degree. I'd like to offer all of our international students from all 90 countries who have traveled so far from home my congratulations on your academic achievements. At this time, graduates for all degrees will be presented by Dr. Frank Einhillig, University Provost. It is understood, of course, that no candidate graduates officially until all grades are recorded and a final examination of the student's record is made.
Will the candidates for all master's degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates completed all of the requirements for their respective master degree. The graduate faculty of Missouri State University are pleased to present them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the master's degree. I testify that you have surmounted the first level of graduate studies and wish you every success as you serve humanity by your accomplishments.
Will all candidates except those in the first row please be seated? Will the candidates for a master's degree in the first row proceed forward, followed by master's candidates in other rows as directed by the marshals?
Dr. Julie Masterson, who is Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate College, and Dr. Algerian Hart, who is Associate Dean of the Graduate College, will hood the candidates. Dr. Pauline Nugent and Ms. Neosha Mackey will present the students.
Melanie Laura Stinnett,
Owen F. Kehoe,
Christopher Cooper,
Kendra Nicole Chastain,
Courtney Danielle Denbo,
Heather Marie Green,
Alexis R. Hartness,
Alicia Marie Sturgeon,
Gregory A. Birkland,
Estela Fernandez Cabana,
Reed M. Alexander,
Amanda L. Nabak,
Caroline Page Derryberry,
Sean Patrick Casey,
Logan Jade Miller,
Ram Bahadur Basnet,
Emily Marie Fury,
Jennifer L. Leeper,
Peyton C. Stuckenschneider,
Bryce Tollin Callip,
Lindsay E. Peebles,
Antoine Jerome Woods,
Cheyenne Destiny Wood,
Logan Andrew Tumanello,
Hannah Grace Childs,
Gretchen Annalise Kerr,
Sydney Ann Hill,
Benjamin Awua Jr.,
Caitlin Nicole Wood,
Jayton Don White,
Ethan Stokes,
Susan M. Childress,
Freeman Joseph Leitner,
Gabrielle Lynn Lampy,
Carson B. Goodman,
Lanice Rochelle Samuel,
River Hayes Ginther,
Andrew Scott Crowford,
Roger Wayne Fry,
Grace Lenore Sivkovich,
Macy Robinson,
K-Dance Grace Heil,
Christian Samuel Villamarin,
Jensen M. Worsley,
Harry James Lewis,
Joseph Allen Engelbeck,
Shane S. Glantz,
Garrett James Greenfield,
Andrew Lachlan McLean,
Tanner Henry Strotman,
Adam Solomon Boonshaft,
Nicholas Joseph Rich,
Brock Stephen Hamburg,
Lucas William Terry,
Rami Youssef Isawi,
Joseph Michael Hampel,
James Martin Hoffman,
Zachary Lee Kelly,
Worthen Grace Gass,
Olivia Turney,
Madison Nicole Meek,
Sumaria Nazir,
Catherine M. Brennan,
Dodd Masih Gill,
Nikita Olegovich Salnikov,
Benjamin Christopher Davies,
Stacy Morris Offer Jr.,
Grace E. Morgan,
Rana Rashid Alamro,
Samantha A. Harper,
Jack Andrew Aki,
Adam Schuler,
Amy Michelle Tate,
Seth Brady Lincoln,
Ran Valangamur Madame Rananathan,
John Gregory Mamelson,
Becky Sue Schrader,
Beverly Starnes Talty,
Carrie L. Young,
Alyssa Rachel Coors,
Nathan T. Comadina,
Lacey Buck,
Nicholas Carson Lowry,
Brock D. Hughes,
Megan Bland,
Renee M. Downing,
Lindsay N. Parker,
Caitlin Roy,
Michaela Renee Barry.
Nicholas Xavier Raymond.
Shona Margaret Rose Quickshank Haywood.
Paul Andrew Schmeeding.
Bradley Matthew Cagle.
Jessica Justice.
John Shannon Sample.
Jason Edward Purcell.
Sean Alexander Stevenson.
Madison Rose Yergis.
Darian Jerome Scott.
Tyranny K. Davenport.
John Patrick Bogue.
Derek M. Lousy.
Ashley E. Justice.
Olatokunbo Oluchi Meghoma.
Jack Douglas Hill.
Yuganesh Gunalan.
Emily Elizabeth Shea.
Manuel Jose Elivo Jerez.
Hallie Mackenzie Craven.
Maximiliano Munoz Simonetti.
Mackenzie N. Flowers.
Jennifer Nicole Denker.
Kelly Patrice Murphy.
Jessica Ann Denker.
William Denver Brell.
Anna Mackenzie Dernan.
Jason Fat Tuong.
Lawrence Sarkody.
Alicia Renee Johnson.
Deanna Marcela Vargas Bergan.
Callie L. Baldwin.
Garoma Kurabatar.
Brooke May Newell.
Huang No.
Katie Fu Nisi.
Wang Ro Yan.
Gracia Marie Lopez Gonzalez.
Tian Zi Yun.
Sabari Gutierrez Nunez.
Koshage Erdene Bartar.
Before we confer the bachelor degrees, I would like to note the scholastic accomplishments of several of these students. Would the students wearing the blue stoles please rise? Please join me in recognizing these graduates of the University's Honors College. You may be seated. Several students are graduating with scholastic honors and are identified by the cordons they are wearing. Students graduating summa cum laude have achieved a grade point average of at least 3.9. Will those students graduating summa cum laude and wearing the gold cordon please rise and remain standing? Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.75 and 3.89. Would those students graduating magna cum laude and wearing the silver cordon please rise and remain standing? And the students graduating cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74. Would those students graduating cum laude and wearing a bronze cordon please rise and remain standing? On behalf of the university, I wish to congratulate these students on their impressive scholastic accomplishments. Now will the candidates for all bachelor degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates completed all the requirements for their respective bachelor degrees. The faculty of Missouri State University take great pleasure in presenting them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the bachelor's degree and wish you the best in your careers.
Will all candidates except those in the first row please be seated? And will the candidates for bachelor's degree in the first row proceed forward, followed by bachelor candidates in other rows as directed by the marshal.
Dr. Pauline Nugent and Ms. Neosha Mackey will again present the students.
Brady L. Wilson.
Landon Reed Ballou.
Michaela Colleen Blouse.
Chase Aaron Hultgren.
John Nolan Johnson.
Gil Walker Turk, magna cum laude.
Christopher A. Lance.
Quentin John Van Buren.
Michaela Grace Bollock, summa cum laude.
Haley Leanne Ladnicoli Malcolm.
Laura Ann Persinger, cum laude.
Hannah Marie Clardy.
Julie Grace Hull.
Emily McDonald Maslin, magna cum laude.
Kendra Shea Betts, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Alexia Lane Bridges.
Matthew William Hutchman, summa cum laude.
Lacey Renee Gordon.
Matthew James McKnight, cum laude.
Caitlin Ann Henson, cum laude.
Lauren Page Morgan, magna cum laude.
Hannah Rachel Berenson, magna cum laude.
Samantha Lee Headley.
Hunter Kirk White, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Susan Neubert.
Elizabeth Rose Sladen.
Jared Tyler Coatney.
Andrea Brielle Atkinson, magna cum laude.
Michael Bryant Dake.
Catherine Renee Grant, summa cum laude.
Evan Luke Dotson.
Kendall Jade Hayward, magna cum laude.
Connor James Brown, cum laude.
Paige Michelle Durham, summa cum laude.
Hayden Orr Farwell.
Maddie Cobbin, magna cum laude.
Cindy Lee Prothro, cum laude.
Madison Lovey Turner, cum laude.
Mackenzie Lee Brashears.
Sarah Elizabeth McCord, summa cum laude.
Michaela Ann Brown, cum laude.
Tyler James Truitt.
Tyler Chase Beauty. Jalen S. Peralez.
Taylor M. Hargis.
Haley Catherine Mann, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Madeline Page Brown.
Sydney Nicole Stack, cum laude.
Wyatt Harold McKinley Graves.
Rochelle Leanne Porter.
Reagan Scott Bradley.
McKenna Brianne Ryder, magna cum laude.
Clay B. Stout.
Sydney Drew Moore, cum laude.
Nicholas Todd Caraway.
Elizabeth Mackenzie Fletcher.
Joby David Young.
Caitlin Ann McClellan.
Tristan James Dennis, cum laude.
Kylie Reagan Dean.
Michael T. Lee,
Chloe Devon Collins, Lauren Taylor Bell,
Dalton James Sanders, cum laude.
Caitlin R. Jed Dikla, magna cum laude.
Wyatt Ethan Wilson,
Willow Elizabeth Breuer, cum laude.
Connor Dale Bach,
Samantha Nicole Bayless,
Anthony Robert Ribolzi,
Laura Beth Biggers,
Grace Lynn Del Vecchio,
Ty William Rene, cum laude.
Brina C. Hosmer,
Riley Aline Earls,
Mary Catherine Sharp, cum laude.
Blue Leanne Wilson,
Emily Elizabeth Strunk, summa cum laude.
Tuan Tien Yo,
Braden Colby Rubin,
William R. Nunn,
Emma Catherine Meyer,
Jacob Robert Schmidt,
Tanner Noble Prophet, cum laude.
Eric William Schaefer,
Tyler Ann Leake,
Mason Edward Twitty,
David Huddleston III,
Jaden Williams,
Nathan Christopher Holland,
Devin Malik Jones, cum laude.
Jeremy Townsend,
Michael Aaron Barrett,
John Lovey Nunn III,
Luke Weston Herman, summa cum laude.
Samuel Timothy Webster,
Brianna N. Composto,
Shelby Blake Ruppel,
Rebecca Deanne Hicks,
Sydney Rianne Robertson,
Morgan Nicole Larimore, cum laude.
Marquis Anthony Gant,
Chandon Aries Bell,
Matthew David Cochran,
Rhiannon Elizabeth Morrow, cum laude.
Ethan William Kuhn,
Brendan James Murphy, cum laude.
Dakota Brian Kimna,
Corbin Michael Smith,
Justin Wade Pierce, cum laude.
Todd Joseph Simpson,
Cameron Edward Jones, cum laude.
Cody David Irwin,
Jack D. Hoy,
Nicholas D. Gray,
Brant Leffler,
Samuel Clifton Lawson,
Kyle Zachary McNeil,
Destiny Lynn Gregg,
Logan J. LaPlante,
Kylan Ray Thompson,
Anne Marie Raymer in the Honors College with distinction in marketing,
Erica Nicole Brickner,
William J. Sullivan,
Draven Eric Allen Woodson, cum laude.
Parker Todd Lacina,
Jacob David Strauss, cum laude.
Parker William Powell,
Rebecca Michelle Myers,
Antonio Noel Jaquez, cum laude.
Kevin Nicholas Hoke,
Casey May Uhrig, cum laude.
Enid Elizabeth Black, magna cum laude.
Dennis M. Yingling,
Michelle Bahina,
Michael Gary Mattingly,
Kaylee Marie Hutzel, magna cum laude.
Riley Lynn Woods,
Kayla Ann Hasbrook,
Jeffrey D. Adams,
Shelby Alexis Toll, magna cum laude.
Audrey Loy Hinnenberg,
Carissa Marie Schaefer,
Michaela Nicole Freibot,
Emma Joy Kemphy, cum laude.
Tucker Clay Abney.
Lauren E. Lashley, magna cum laude.
Austin James Valerius.
Peyton Alexis Forgay.
Evan K. Lasansky, cum laude.
Abby Catherine Shaw.
Nicholas P. Westerheide.
Lanzi A. Mayat.
Joshua Dylan Stifler, cum laude.
Sarah Adnan Abu Ajamia.
Jonah D. Rosen, cum laude.
Alison P. Hargis, cum laude.
Louis Stephen Shoemate, cum laude.
Lexi George Summer, cum laude.
Alexander S. McKay.
Gretchen Micheline Roll Summer, cum laude.
Gabriel C. Amador.
Susie Minahan Summer, cum laude.
Dustin Wyatt Shriddy.
Abigail Rose Falgood Summer, cum laude.
Bradley Paul Simontachi.
Clayton T. Adams.
Jacob Michael Stork.
Aubrey Leanne Nilika.
James Michael McCann.
Molly Sloan Auk.
Jacob A. Stewart.
Ellie Collins Butler, cum laude.
Shane Nelson Jackson, cum laude.
Angelina M. Record.
Jacob J. McCloskey, cum laude.
Peyton Marie Branson, magna cum laude.
James Jackson Hutchison.
Haley Marie Beasley, cum laude.
Theodore Michael Cardinale.
Manasseh Millen Vaishali Kopar.
Christian Hunter Cooley.
Joseph Robert Krichta.
Miranda Jo Miller, summa cum laude.
Nathan Bradley Haben Strite.
Maria Helena Tumabessa.
Alyssa Ray Crosswhite, cum laude.
Ray Lutra.
Lillian Flanagan.
Nandine Erdine Batulga, cum laude.
Brennan L. Leslie.
Addison Nicole Koch, cum laude.
Sydney M. Waltz.
Jonathan Michael Gonzalez.
Julianne Therese Meckelberg.
Zhang Yue Shi.
Lindsay Leanne Webb, cum laude.
Ayla Arfajan.
Sydney Adele Samuel.
Maria Vasilinova Vasileva, magna cum laude.
Ava Jewel McMurray.
Kyle Edward McMillan.
Angela P. Jackson.
Noah Michael Fanistock, cum laude.
Elliot T. Klein, cum laude.
Jared Daniel Breyer, cum laude.
Alison Marie Bear.
Davin James Dorrell.
McKenna Elizabeth Irwin.
Zach Nager.
Erica Danielle Frock.
Colin James Lombardi.
Cassidy Ann Fox.
Nicholas Michael Jung.
Ryan Joseph Sturm.
Ty Joseph Valentine.
Chloe Caroline Gilbert.
Zachary S. Drummond, magna cum laude.
Catherine A. Kendrick.
Carter B. Kessler.
Abby Nicole Alt.
Tyler Joseph Herberholt.
Andrew John Polahan.
Luke Westhayes Lowenstein.
Chas Wilson Byers.
Luke Allen Bintrup.
Annalie Madeline Tiemann, cum laude in the Honors College.
Logan M. Jenkins.
Annabelle J. Wagner.
Tristan Charles Mitchell, magna cum laude.
Jessica Rose De Leon, cum laude in the Honors College.
Cameron Kotaro Gorham.
Alexandria G. Himes.
David Taylor Grant, summa cum laude.
Melanie Rosemary Bautista.
Jordan J. Florkey.
Brecken Kaiser Nicole, cum laude.
Matthew Wilton Bircher.
Nicole Stauffenbiel Flugel, summa cum laude.
Colin James Loyette, summa cum laude.
Mason Samuel Boyme.
Caden Eric DeVore.
Joe Withworth. Anthony Michael Svoboda, cum laude.
Joseph M. Murbaha, cum laude.
Samuel Wayne Panett.
Madison Elizabeth Adams, cum laude.
Jackson McLean Volmek.
Aaron Kate Sullivan, cum laude.
Reed Montgomery Paris.
Elizabeth Jane Brahaney.
Mason Ryan Phillips, cum laude.
Brooklyn Kate Sargent.
Ethan D. Parks.
Celeste Nicole Brandt, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Ann Thorson, magna cum laude.
Haley Marie Steinhauer, cum laude.
Adriana M. Avila, cum laude.
Olivia Kate Weber, cum laude.
Derek J. Berry.
Chloe Mary Margaret Caldwell.
Riley Louise Kiefer. Abigail Kate Tao.
Cara Renee Gerard.
Haley Marie Randolph.
Sarah Ann Lawyer, magna cum laude.
Andrew Michael Janus, cum laude.
Morgan Grace Jacob, cum laude in the Honors College.
John Frederick Lovenberger.
Zachary Thomas Trokey.
Grace Kathleen Kirsch.
Lucas Michael Harris.
Kelly Adu Vang.
Jacob Anthony Russell.
Grant Landon Richter.
Tristan Thomas Buss.
Carter J. Keeney.
John Michael Ankrum.
Ryan Hunter Harlan.
Evan Taylor Devaney.
Salvador Harrell.
Brett A. Davis.
Abby Lynn Jickerson, cum laude in the Honors College.
Cameron C. Woods.
Madison Noel Charnuel.
Alexander Lee de Blasi.
Elise Christine Fisher.
Samuel Carter Lynn.
Courtney J. Bomber.
Ryan T. Savage.
Chloe Marie Boggs, cum laude.
Braden James Jolliffe, cum laude.
Lauren Renee Stephan.
Jordan Ryan Choate, cum laude.
Faith Elizabeth Culp, magna cum laude.
Samuel M. Elliott.
James Stewart Hopkins, magna cum laude.
Adam T. Philbeck.
Bradley Michael Williams.
Jackson W. Kruger.
Cole Danielle Hensel.
James Francis Robert Dydon.
Riley J. Thomas.
Taylor B. Bell, cum laude.
Caleb Robert Horton.
Kyla Mae Winton, magna cum laude.
Samuel Lucas McClure.
Kyle Lee Nauer.
Britton Marie Height.
Carson Elizabeth Herring, cum laude.
Sarah Elaine Coy.
Rose Marie Pavlovic.
Emma Claire Schmidt.
Nicholas Anthony Crenshaw.
Chloe Wright, cum laude.
Jacob Russell Jones.
Chloe Bell Nelson, cum laude.
Riley D. Rathbun.
Trevor Charles Fisher.
Matthew Timothy Lober.
Cody Wyatt Martin.
Wyatt Eric Larson.
Joseph A. Langston.
Nathan John Baxter Mueller, magna cum laude.
Alec J. Holloway, cum laude.
Sabrina Alexeyevna Pavlova, summa cum laude.
Daniel John Maurer.
Daryl Hannah Bulahan.
Katie Morgan Sulzner, cum laude.
Madison Leanne Teague, magna cum laude.
Austin M. McKinley.
Tanner Scott Westbrook.
Stephen Michael Hassel, magna cum laude.
Colton J. Ellens.
Trey Paul Craig.
Jacob Furman Mattox.
Michael Lee Forrester.
Ryan Glennon Guys, cum laude.
Hunter Mark Raymond.
Grant T. Shelton.
Bryce Orr Backus.
J.C. Crystal Alexander.
Nicole K. Plengy, cum laude.
Hannah Michelle Ruse.
Dalton Lee Crowitz.
Maria Faye Worley.
Michael James Greenwood, magna cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Cantra.
Alyssa Ann Brown.
Emily Grace Bowles.
Luke Allen Gosley.
Lydia Jane Smith.
Ashlyn Nellie Costa.
Caroline Alida Caravatos.
Ella Glorine Speckles, cum laude.
Kyla Sheridan Allen.
Jenna N. Cobble.
Mackenzie Kalina Scott.
Daniel Bavescu.
Kale Lane Lindsay, summa cum laude.
David Julian Luck.
Tara Ray Wallace.
Nathaniel Edward Goff.
Leah Nicole Van Winkle, summa cum laude.
Michael M. Svensson.
Jeremy Russell Taylor.
Drew Alexander Schoch.
Benjamin Joseph Symes.
Andrew Robert Soddy.
Connor Patrick Kelly.
Mackenzie Lorraine Meyer, cum laude.
Cameron Allen Nelson.
Haley A. Boyd, cum laude.
Derek Michael Suter.
Rebecca A. Wright.
Michael Dylan Brazel.
Alana Jean Brown, magna cum laude.
Benjamin James Nessel, cum laude.
Carly Lynn Monks, magna cum laude.
Clayton S. Simpson.
Aaron Mary Fenewalt, cum laude.
Joshua Nathaniel Wallace.
Black C. Herberholtz.
Jacob Ryan Emily.
Jacob T. Droley, cum laude.
Harrison Andrew Barnett.
Scott Christopher Meyer.
Audrey J. Howard.
Gage Alexander Driver.
Mackenzie Marie Cobb.
Nathan Richard Huffman.
Brittany Nicole Woods.
Jackson David Wiley.
Jillian Christiane Frawley, summa cum laude.
Pedro Paolo Nicolini da Costa Kelho.
Ryan Neil Meister.
Matthew Craig Hingle, cum laude.
Lacey Don Walter, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Douglas Matthews. Samuel Louis Hanses, cum laude.
Lucas James Walters, magna cum laude.
Ian N. Sayre.
Eric M. Zander.
John William Rexroth.
Julia Lynn Sciriaroni.
Nathan Clark Armstrong.
Ava Isabel Bainan.
Abby Lynn Clemens.
Jensen Marie Slusher, magna cum laude.
Hadley Madeline Woods.
Nicholas A. Schmidt.
Stephanie Nicole Crutel.
Sarah Eloise Vickers.
Wayland Cha.
Colin Patrick Filer.
Anne Winatvu. Magna cum laude.
Jaden Noel Cox.
Daniel Stephen Pipert.
Mariana Serrano, cum laude.
Mitch J. Wills, magna cum laude.
Blake David Meyer.
Nicholas David Fuss.
Kristen Nicole St. Martin.
Shannon Marie Laurie.
Jamie Tao, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Nicole Langston, cum laude.
Kevin G. Walsh.
Vanessa Nava.
Alyssa Kate Davin, summa cum laude.
Logan Michael Umfleet, cum laude.
Caroline Page Conkey.
Clayton Lee Hanning, magna cum laude.
Paige Nicole Carter, cum laude.
Rachel Etienne Odiambo.
Morgan Wilma Smith.
Anna Jamilith Diaz.
Montana White.
Maya Ray Nichelle Davis.
Madison Stark.
Christina Kozlova, summa cum laude.
Faith Ashton Hopkins.
Abraham Andrew Gerke.
Abigail R. Caviani, summa cum laude.
Claire Elizabeth Bliss.
Jocelyn Page Kreider.
Logan M. Epps.
Curtis Dean Hale.
Mason Michael Wells.
Dalton Lee Day.
Luke Thomas Brewster.
Angelia Ashberger, cum laude.
Yavion Dejane Mayhew.
Lubov M. Polyakov.
Joshua S. Rose.
Jamie Lynn Arter, summa cum laude.
Brody Lane Belts.
Brenna D. Young, summa cum laude.
Max Daniel White.
Madison Patricia Clifton Doherty.
Colby Anna Vanderwood.
Blake S. Bulger.
Melissa Margaret Wolf, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Aaron Plock.
Jeanette S. Howell.
Lucas LeGrand Mers, summa cum laude.
Matthew Michael Dunn.
Joseph Wallace.
Joseph C. Allen.
Michaela Grace Brunette.
Sydney Marie Hensley.
Natalie Grace Hyde, magna cum laude.
Thomas Miners.
Tara Jessica Parker.
John M. Lenzen.
Caprina Grace Erba.
Dakota C. Main Price.
Skylar Faith Seeger.
Curtis R. O'Hara.
Danielle Anna Schneider, magna cum laude.
Noah Christopher Harmon.
Elizabeth Ann Rice.
Madison Ann Agee.
Emily Grace West.
Alexander Gregory Bush-Jost. Austin L. Ware.
Caroline Marie Bonacorso, magna cum laude.
Phoenix Maria Gaston.
Caitlin Mackenzie Allison.
Erin Nicole Coogan.
Brooke Ashton Sleed.
Russell Colin Bearfield.
Sydney Elizabeth Justice cum laude.
Spencer Franklin Joseph Zammalin.
Avery Grace Gordon.
Kevin Ryan Lee cum laude.
Cecilia Ann Calmer cum laude.
Lincoln C. Jones.
Julia Nicole Houston cum laude.
Elijah Robert Bowen.
Paige Lauren Pigg.
Ian Michael Wallen cum laude.
Morgan Claire Mesley.
Justin Charles Glock cum laude.
Emily G. Conley.
Kelsey Elizabeth Gray.
Kathleen Elizabeth Kame Carter.
Claire Elise Sedlak, magna cum laude.
Rachel Morgan Brodsky.
Preston J. Whitmoff.
Allison K. McClanahan.
Joseph Gregory Tonkovich.
Alexandra Page Bennett.
Hope Marie Ash.
Huyen Con Vo.
Caitlin Elizabeth Robertson.
Yasmin Thomas, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Mowry.
Lynn Joe.
Cameron Eugene Fox.
Ahmed Lebiev, magna cum laude.
Jacob Ryan Valentine.
Andrea S. Dispensa, cum laude.
Andrew Jacob Wilson, summa cum laude.
Quentin Isaiah Atterbury.
Sui Power.
James Stephen Perkins.
Kelsey Michelle Suarez.
Chancellor Robert Woolsey, magna cum laude.
Trey Anthony Backus.
Joshua Hudson Green.
Ryan William Reichmuth.
Benjamin Todd Melgren.
Trevor Michael Bond.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Stewart, cum laude.
William Harrison Sevier.
Georgia Lynn Klink.
Brooke Nicole Robinson.
Monica R. Bird.
Jacob Paul Erie, magna cum laude.
Gary Wayne Busselman, cum laude.
Colin Lloyd Tenhouse, summa cum laude.
Julia Marie Blair.
Braden Carter Trammell, cum laude.
Christopher Daniel Johnson.
Blake Jason Pace, cum laude.
Libby Christine Jones, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Lillian May Churan.
Nicole Elizabeth Webb, cum laude.
Chandler Dwayne Revy.
Sydney Irene Wilson, cum laude.
Matthew Judson Rickner.
Parker Ann McCowan.
Philip Logan Smith.
Carson Kelly Busby, cum laude.
Tyler Sherkan Brown.
Tristan Matthew Eaton.
Abdullah Mohammed Alalayan.
Devin A. Stagner, cum laude.
Abdullah Abdullah.
Connor Tucker Weist.
Tremaine Roshan Jackson Bay.
Christian DeVoe Crone.
Tarol Jermaine Todd.
Devin Taylor Moyer, cum laude.
Courtney M. Swarms.
Brian Gerald Pylan.
Christine Leanne Quinn, magna cum laude.
Jack Robert Taylor.
Felicia Dawn McCool.
Michael Wayne Green, magna cum laude.
Bethany S. Kite.
Tyler Mouse.
Zakiah DeAndre Sanders.
Savannah Nicole Bryant.
Ikena Kalechi Yahambi.
Gabriella Ashley Matthews.
Kendra Marie Brauch.
Emma Christine Dickinson.
Holly Carolyn Brandon.
Molly Marie Freilich.
Trish Roberts.
Carly Susan Bandolian.
Lauren Elise Kramer.
Emma Catherine Towers, magna cum laude.
Alexa Delaney Rickard.
Alexander Christopher Wampler.
Valerie Celeste Grant Childress.
Michaela Marie Bentz.
Chuyun Zhao, cum laude.
Angela Christine Brackett.
Dominique Williams.
Ryan Andrew Freeman.
Delal Al-Faraj.
Matthew Joseph Dean.
Haley Elizabeth Rissinger, summa cum laude.
Bryce B. Oldham.
Liberty Ann Howell.
Cade Joseph Kastner.
Craig. Angelique E. Craig.
Nicholas Michael Ball.
Devin Scott Gibbs.
Shalin Rajendra Patel.
Kristen Elizabeth Fritz.
Dylan Michael Melton.
Matthew C. Morgan.
Juliana Michelle Wilson, cum laude in the Honors College.
Gage Coburn Prim.
Taylor Lee Shaney.
Stephen Chen Wemherner.
Catherine Marie McDonough, cum laude.
Sydney Jane Dickherber.
Allison Renee Dickey.
Ali Danielle Herbie.
Layla Elise Petty.
Daya Michelle Bird.
Emily Ann Denton. Mason James Balon, cum laude.
Where is God?
Caleb Eugene Anderson. Mike D. Priest. Duncan Alexander Morrison. Morgan M. Massey.
We did it.
As graduates, the university sincerely hopes you will continue your affiliation with Missouri State as proud and active alumni. To welcome you to the Alumni Association, I would like to invite to the podium Missouri State University's Vice President for University Advancement, Brent Dunn.
Well, on behalf of the Missouri State Alumni Association, welcome to the club. You join a group of nearly 140,000 alums that live in all 50 states and over 90 countries around the world. But please keep us up to date on where you are and what you're doing because chances are pretty good there'll be alumni there that can help you both professionally and personally. After all, your relationship with Missouri State is now a lifelong experience. I'm going to quote a couple words from the original fight song, and it's time for you to go onward and upward, much like you, much like this institution. But please remember this: you're a student at Missouri State for just a short time in your life. You're an alum of Missouri State for the rest of your entire life. Now, we have a small gift for the graduates as you exit today. It's a Bearhead lapel pin. I ask that you wear it every day for the rest of your life. Be proud of Missouri State. Be proud of your education. Now go change the world. Onward and upward. Congratulations. Now go get them and go Bears!
Graduates, as Brent said, you had much to be proud of today. That pride you feel should also extend to others in today's audience. Throughout your time here at the university, you were supported by parents, spouses, friends, and many family members. Let's show your gratitude for their support through your applause. The alma mater is a distinctive song indicating your lifelong connection to our university. To conclude the ceremony, please stand with me and sing along if you'd like as the alma mater is performed by the jazz ensemble. It's now time for the recessional, and the recessional is an important part of the ceremony, so I'm going to give you some instructions. In order to recess from the ceremony safely, we ask that everyone follow these directions. Graduates, you will be escorted from your seats and out of the arena by the marshals, row at a time. Families and guests, everyone else sitting at the arena, please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. Once the graduates have left the floor, then you can exit to the main concourse as directed by arena staff. We encourage graduates and their families to reconnect outside the main arena. Everyone have a great afternoon. Congratulations, and go Bears.